Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've been playing Space Engineers lately, you've probably noticed space feels more alive than ever thanks to the recent Fieldwork update. Today we're pulling back the curtain on the new cargo ships and drones. We'll explore some of their unique behaviors, uncover their faction personalities, and even break down their intricate spawn and despawn mechanics. First up, let's talk about the 6 distinct factions of cargo ships, each with their own unique personality and behaviors. The Trade Faction. These ships generally feature exterior solar panels and are lightly armored. They flee immediately when attacked, and their drone reinforcements are also very lightly armored and easy to deal with. Next up, the Miners Faction. While they'll still flee if you attack them like traitors, they actually have ways to fight back. Their drones are more aggressive, some even equipped with warheads or ramming capabilities. The Builders Faction. These guys aren't aggressive, but don't let that fool you. They're well armed. And while they typically spawn weaker drones, you'll usually encounter more drones from them than other factions. Now the Military Faction. Once you're within about 3 kilometers, they give you a clear warning to back off. Fail to comply, and they'll generally open fire. Their drone reinforcements are the strongest, often packing long-range weapons like assault cannons and railguns. Pirate Faction. No surprises here. These guys are always aggressive. Expect very fast, hydrogen-fueled drones with a wide variety of weapons. Now the unique Unknown Faction. This is a fascinating one. They are the only faction that does not spawn reinforcement drones, and their reputation with you will always remain neutral. You'll find fun little wrecks and cute drones from them, but currently only 3 ships in their roster. The Observer drone is my personal favorite from this group. It's important to know that all of these factions, except the Unknown Faction, will spawn drones when hostile. And here's a key tip. Their drone spawning mechanic is tied directly to their antenna. Take out the antenna, and they lose their ability to call in reinforcements. Let's dive into some of the most fascinating interactions these ships have. First, the ore puller. As you can see, when you're aggressive towards the puller, after a while, it actually drops its large cargo container and sends a message saying, "Releasing cargo, you can have it," then flies off. Very smart escape strategy. Next, a serious threat from the Military Faction, the Military Missile Frigate. When the ship is hostile towards you and its antenna is active, it will spawn missiles that actively track you and can deal a significant amount of damage. You need to be ready for those, because if you're not, you could easily lose your ship. This is one of my favorites from the Unknown Faction, the Lost Observer drone. Find one of these and it'll start following you around, essentially becoming your little pet. It's got a bunch of charming messages it sends, including when it gets damaged and then fixed, and it will even comment on random grids around you occasionally. Be wary of the Military Munitions Drone. Destroying its rear thrusters sets off a minute-long self-destruct timer that destroys most of the ship and doesn't leave the modular cargoes. It's actually more ideal to try to take out the battery from the bottom instead. If you disable the battery, no self-destruct happens, and you get full access to those valuable modular cargo containers. If you let the self-destruct happen, you'll be looking for temporary containers left behind with the ammo in it. And finally, a truly tricky encounter, the Twin Sail Merchant. When attacked, this merchant ship will surprisingly split into 2 separate cargo ships. This forces you to make a quick decision on which one to chase and attempt to salvage or destroy. Getting this footage was awesome, and it's definitely one of the most unique behaviors out there. These are just some of the many incredible interactions you can have. Many I haven't even encountered yet, even after running into 28 unique ones. I'm still eagerly waiting to see the mobile shipyard drop the ship it's building while fleeing in action. Now for some critical information that can really help you plan your encounters. The spawn and despawn mechanics of these ships. Cargo ship will spawn on a randomly selected player every 10 to 60 minutes, with the first spawn occurring 30 minutes after a new world is created. They'll try to travel to a destination, and once they reach it, they'll despawn. This journey typically averages 12 to 18 minutes depending on the ship's speed. Here's a key interaction. If a player is within a certain distance, which I personally feel is about 3 kilometers, the cargo ship will actually prolong its journey, giving you more time to interact with it. There's also a failsafe despawn. If a cargo ship is unable to reach its destination for a total of 30 minutes, it will be automatically deleted from the world. Lastly, and this is crucial for salvaging, if a cargo ship takes any damage, all of these previous rules become void. It then falls into the normal trash cleanup rules, meaning it will persist longer as long as it is active or has players nearby. One final tip to keep in mind when engaging these ships: NPC turrets have infinite ammo until they lose their NPC status. So sadly, when you take control of that turret that was just firing thousands of bullets at you, it's not going to contain a lifetime supply of ammo. I really hope you enjoyed this deep dive. I'm personally so excited about how much more alive Space Engineers feels with these new cargo ships. The designs are consistently getting better with each update, and the new behaviors add so much to the gameplay. Massive thank you goes out to Aragath, a game designer at Keen Software House, who graciously answered my questions and clarified so much of this invaluable information. His insights made this video possible. Remember, I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, currently continuing my Never Surrender suit-only start series. I'm also working on 2 other exciting behind-the-scenes series, one co-op and one solo. The solo one focusing on Volsung Industries, which is going to be amazing. If you'd like to see behind-the-scenes content and have a direct hand in shaping the channel, consider becoming a member. The second tier gives you access to a special sneak peek channel in Discord, providing you with behind-the-scenes content and a direct line to chat with me about the channel's direction and past and future content. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next video.